All right, welcome to the Straight Red Card. We're breaking your questions up apparently into 4 parts, video parts, because we can't figure out how to shut up. All right. Why won't Greg? This next question comes from Richard Sar Schweddy. Richard Sar.
They certainly are.
This time of year, a lot of Richards are feeling that way. So not so much during the winter. So why don't we use a 4-2-3-1, Brett? Why doesn't Greg use a 4-2-3-1?
I asked Greg why he doesn't use a 4-2-2-2 as well, but I never get an answer.
Empty bucket, empty bucket.
Why not a 4-2-3-1? I think at times we play a 4-2-3-1. It just in a fluid sense, like sometimes Rain is checking back, and sometimes Pulisic's not really checking back. Quite frankly, I think the one in a 4-2-3-1 of late, I think Pulisic is the one, because Sargent's checking back as a center back sometimes.
Yeah, he might end up playing second striker or CAM at that rate for Sargent, and just have Pulisic on top. Listen, I mean, the reason Greg doesn't use it is Greg has a system, and I don't think the system works that well. If this is your foundation, 4-2-3-1, would he get our best players on the field, a 4-2-3-1? I think so. I think it allows you to put Reyna as a CAM and play Aronson out wide. I mean, you can do a lot of things with it.
You're saying a McKinney and Adams
You're holding, yeah.
I think that would work. Yeah,
they're your 2 holding mids, and then you have a lot of, I think, support for that back 4. But it's unfortunately, well, it's kind of funny. What did Jimmy Conrad once tell us on this show? You guys need to stop talking about formations; they're meaningless. He said that to us. You can go back to 2009.
Different YouTube channel though.
Yeah, and you can't look up this. Well, I think you could put in Straight Red Card Jimmy Conrad show. Jimmy Conrad. I think it would come up. We don't visit that old page anymore. By the way, people, they force me to rename it something else. I don't. Anyhow, yeah. So the answer to that question is I don't think Greg's going to play a 4-2-3-1 because it just doesn't fit his system. He's got a very different way of looking at the way the game is played. He likes having the rotational 3 midfielders. He likes to allow wingers to cut in, and that's really a kind of very modern approach. I think some people would say that the 4-2-3-1 is kind of antiquated, but those are the same people that would tell you that a 4-4-2 is antiquated. So don't listen to them.
And I'm not going to say that this formation wouldn't work, quite frankly, with all of our best players, but I've never been a huge fan of solo strikers formations.
We get that with Greg, too.
What?
You got that with Greg already.
That doesn't change my point. I mean, I'm still not a big fan of having the solo striker because all that does is isolate them on an island. We saw it with Josie for a number of years. He would be up there and they'd boot the ball up to him and he'd have nobody in transition to play it off of.
But to be fair to how a lot of people play the 4-2-3-1, in that 3, the guy in the middle is the CAM or a second striker.
Nope. No, I understand, and as I said, that's why I prefaced it with saying that this formation might not play that way, but I've just never been a big fan of having a solo striker because, again, it generally just isolates them from the rest. But we have very offensive-minded players playing in that 3, so I don't think that would be the issue. And but again, yeah, well, perhaps with that trio in the middle, and with McKinney and Adams pushing it, that there'd be enough offensive help. One would hope.
Well, all I can say is just get used to what Greg's doing because that's what Greg's doing.
Sure.
And he says best for our players' strengths. Yeah, it could be. 4-2-3-1 could be. I mean, you could mix it up, and it could be. But it's no guarantee. All right, we're going to move to question 3 in the next video.